Dun, 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 dun. The Overanalysing series returns for a episode 2. I know it's been a very long time, but I've been busy with other kinds of videos. I do news on Mondays, Bad Batch on Fridays, which only leaves 5 more days in the week, and it's not like I can upload every day. So yeah, enough of the excuses. This is going to be overanalyzing Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Maul, or formerly Darth, now just Maul, as this is in Star Wars Rebels. So yeah, this is one of the shortest fights in Star Wars, so I'm going to be overanalyzing their talking before the fight and then the fight itself. And yeah, this is one of my actual favorite fights in Star Wars, despite how short it is. And it's definitely my favorite if you go in ratio of fight length to how much I like it, because it is literally 2 seconds long, the actual fight. So yeah, let's get into overanalyzing this fight. So Darth Maul has finally finished his search for Kenobi following Order 66, and he finds him on Tatooine, like we know. This is a very good circle ending to the Kenobi versus Maul story, as the first time Obi-Wan ever saw Maul was on Tatooine. Ezra Bridger is sent away before the fight starts, and before he can get in any danger, very similarly to how Anakin was sent away by Qui-Gon, again when we were first introduced to Darth Maul. Again, showing more of that circle, kind of ending to Maul's story. It's similar to the start of it. And hey, George Lucas always says, it's like poetry, it rhymes, and this is definitely rhyming very well. They both see each other as above the other, as we can tell with their dialogue. Maul calls Obi-Wan a rat in the desert, which is ironic because rats are normally dark in colour and seen as bad, and that is literally exactly what Maul is, especially when he's on Tatooine, as obviously Tatooine is a desert planet, so he's a rat in the desert. Obi-Wan replies to this, but look what I have risen above, hinting that since the chaos of Order 66 and the Empire taking over, Maul has lost his way, or fallen from grace. Which is true, as he once had Crimson Dawn, the criminal empire, and was in control of Mandalore, and now he is literally nothing. All he has is his continued lust for revenge, which he's been keeping since he was reborn in the Clone Wars, or even before that, literally as soon as he was chopped in half by Obi-Wan. He obviously just went a little bit crazy when he was on Lothar Minor. Obi-Wan has risen above this because he hasn't lost his way at all. He is still what he was before, a true Jedi that follows orders. This time, his order is to watch over Luke Skywalker until the time comes right. Maul debates leaving Obi-Wan to rot on Tatooine, proving that he truly wants him to suffer the most he can. But in truth, this was never much of a debate, as Maul wanted death for Obi-Wan. He was tired of causing him pain and suffering like he did when killing Satine and that, and this time he wants him gone because there's no one else he can take from Obi-Wan. Everyone is gone. Anakin is Vader, Satine is dead, the Jedi are wiped out, and he's living by himself. Obi-Wan then comes out with a fantastic quote and states how Maul has nothing because he defines himself by his power to take life, which is of course true. All that Maul has at the moment is his literal power. Yes, he's in his prime in terms of power, but he has nothing else. Crimson Dawn is gone, like I said. He's not in control of Mandalore anymore. He is just this angry man looking for revenge. Maul is obviously offended by this, and he knocks out the fire that was likely keeping Obi-Wan warm in the desert. As we know, desert nights are extremely cold. This is something that we learn on Earth, so we can assume that it carries over. Needing a fire to survive is something that Maul could never relate to, because a dark side user can survive or self-preserve for a small amount of time, like Kylo did against Rey, for example, when he got shot. And even Maul himself, when he got literally chopped in half, he survived off of his rage and anger. This shows that Maul's intentions are truly to kill Kenobi, as he's already done something that would alone hinder Obi-Wan's physical well-being. Maul, again enraged by what Obi-Wan said, shouts, "And what do you have?" And the answer is a purpose, which Maul later finds out is to protect someone, as he knows, but as we know, being Luke Skywalker, further being the last hope for the galaxy in the eyes of Obi-Wan and Yoda, apart from Leia, of course. Obi-Wan ignited his blade and he first stands as Old Ben. He then adjusts to his regular stance from the prequel trilogy and then back to the Old Ben stance before he moves into Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber stance, like at the start of any fight. This shows that there's kind of like a constant mental battle between Obi-Wan and Maul as they are changing their starting positions, but also, in my opinion, it shows how much Obi-Wan has been preparing for this moment for years. He knew that Maul would be looking for him and of course eventually find him, so he would need to find a flawless plan in order to stay alive and be able to protect Luke. We get a close-up shot of their eyes and we actually see Obi-Wan kind of like look aggressive, which just shows the extents he will go to protect Luke, potentially tapping into a little bit of the dark side, maybe not too much, similar to what he did against Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace. Again, more of that circle ending to their stories. The fight begins. Maul dives in, attempting to kill Obi-Wan just as he killed the man who took the stance that Obi-Wan is currently using, that being Qui-Gon Jinn, but Obi-Wan, anticipating this, blocks Maul twice and then finishes him off with a slice down the middle. Maul is done. Obi-Wan catches Maul as he falls after being like sliced with Obi-Wan's blade, and the two of them speak. Tell me, is he the chosen one, referring to Luke, or as Maul knows, just the guy that Obi-Wan is protecting? And Obi-Wan responds, he is. This shows that Obi-Wan has truly lost all hope for Vader or Anakin being the chosen one, as he has turned to the dark side and literally done the opposite of what Obi-Wan thought he was supposed to do. He has joined the Sith instead of wiping them out. As we know, he shouts this in Revenge of the Sith.
It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
And then of course it also shows that he believes it is Luke. He can potentially sense the raw power of Luke Skywalker and would simply just assume that the son of who they thought was the chosen one that turned out not to be, in his opinion, is the actual chosen one. The reason Maul cares about the chosen one is because obviously the chosen one is said to like bring balance to the Force, therefore destroying the Sith as they cause the Force to be out of balance. And the Jedi of the prequel era also do, but from when Anakin chucks Palpatine off the edge, obviously Luke is a very true Jedi and he doesn't bring the Force out of balance. So Maul cares about this, like I was saying, because he always wanted revenge on Palpatine as well as Obi-Wan. So if the chosen one were to take out the Sith, he then takes out, or he or she then would take out Palpatine, and therefore he would be dead and Maul would get what he wanted. Obi-Wan has also had a lot taken away from Palpatine, hence why Maul says he will avenge us, as obviously Palpatine is the reason why Anakin turned to Vader, the Jedi were wiped out, etc, etc. The fact that Maul is calm in his death of Kenobi and not like angry that he's just been defeated, for me, shows me that had Obi-Wan not been the one personally responsible for chopping Maul in half, the two of them would have potentially teamed up to try and stop Palpatine, just like Dooku wanted to do with Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones, and just like Maul wanted to do with Ahsoka in Season 7. Obi-Wan shuts Maul's eyes and looks sad as another huge part of his life, although an enemy, is lost, and he did still have respect for this enemy. And that is it. It was a very short fight, so a short, in-depth, like over-analysing video on it. I'm thinking of doing Kylo Ren versus Luke Skywalker next from The Last Jedi. Now I know a lot of you don't like the sequels, but that fight in particular has a lot to break down. Very small details that you may not pick up when just watching it, so I do really want to over-analyse that, and you will see a different side of that fight if you watch that video when I do it, trust me. So you're going to want to stick around for that, and the only way you can do that for sure is by subscribing with the notification bell on, so please do that. Let me know what you thought of this video. Have I missed anything from the over-analysing of the Maul versus Obi-Wan fight? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 8,000 subscribers. And yeah, I guess that's it. In a bit.